Yes, another good fucking episode this week of Captain Earth. Oh, okay. I'm happy I stuck for this series. It's getting so good now the plot is progressing, we're getting progression, we're getting some mysteries revealed, and at the same time, the plot is moving forward into some interesting things. This episode, by far, is probably one of my favorites of the series, just because of what it did. For one thing, the kissing scenes. Oh, dude, there's like 3 to 4 kissing scenes going on at once. But the most interesting kissing scene out of all of them, I had to think, was Puck. Now, if you don't know who Puck is, it's the machine. But anyways, Puck, okay? I was incredibly shocked to find out in this episode that Puck actually got out of his machine self and inserted himself into that company owner's body. I'm like, what? What? It was so crazy. I did not expect something like that. I mean, I thought at first Puck was just killing the person, killing him off. Then you see Puck just sit him in a machine and then start putting a thing on his head. What we saw a couple episodes back with Setsuna, hopefully I said her name correct, where we saw that one creepy mad scientist professor trying to put her own consciousness into her body. Well, we saw the exact same example happen in this episode, but Puck succeeds and manages to get inside of his body and walk around, and he's like, yes, I finally have a body and all that. I'm like, oh my god. Okay, so here's the thing. Puck is a wild card. He really is a wild card now in this series because he has a body. He is a human now. Technically, he is a human. He's in a human body. And at the same time, he is still up there to be killed off by the Kiltragon when they come to destroy the planet. So technically, you know, Puck is meat fodder at the moment. So, I mean, is Puck on our side? Is he on a third-party side? Is he going to be on the Kiltragon side? I mean, we really don't know at this point. Because I'm curious if Malkine and Almarok know about Puck's entire decision to take over that body. Because I don't think that was really part of the plan. But either way, let's move on past that. That was an interesting scene, and that definitely is going to have a major consequence in the future. Okay, so Setsuna Sama. Hopefully I said her name correct. Hopefully I remember her name correct. But Setsuna Sama. They're calling her Sama. Fucking Sama. Dude, you know what Sama stands for. It's like a higher class being, like, you know, a higher class person in status that's way over you. And to call this little girl that looks like a little girl, Sama, is scary. And we find out that she's, like, going to be the main brains of this operation, as we can see. And at the end of this episode, she was clearly watching Hana and seeing what type of things she was doing, especially with her bloom. Now, there was a big reveal in this episode. One major reveal I was shocked about. We find out that Live Blasters can upgrade into a different mode. I don't know the full name starts with an E, but they can upgrade into a different mode, and you can actually control the beam and actually move the beam, kind of like a Kamea wave from Dragon Ball Z. But still, the point of it is that the Live Blasters have different modes to where they can get stronger, and Hana, right off the bat, she activated her Live Blaster called Blossom, and she can actually control the beam, and she ripped the fucking mech apart, dude. Okay, this episode overall wasn't as good as Alda Noah, of course, but it was still good in its own different way, and I like that a lot. This episode really proves that Captain Earth is a good series, and it has, you know, been building up to this very point, and I'm glad it did, and for the most part, because this episode definitely paid off, and now I'm excited to find out what will happen next. Overall, the episode handled the animation correctly. There was only a couple of scenes in this episode that the animation wasn't that good, but besides that, I love how they used the kissing scenes. The kissing scenes with the animation on each individual scene was handled properly, and I like how they correlated with each other with each individual scene, and the music really set it off. And you gotta love those fucking eyeballs on Hana when she started crying in that kissing scene, because that was just a very beautiful moment. It really was. So, I'm excited for the next episode. I really am, because this episode ended off on a major cliffhanger, and this series is finally picking up, and we did not see that overused animation sequence with the train raising up and shooting out the freaking mech, so I'm happy we didn't see that either. So anyways, everybody, tell me your thoughts about this episode. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? What's your favorite moments about it? And do you feel like the series is going to get even better from this point onward? What do you think Puck is going to do? Let me know in the comments below. I love all of you so much. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.